So the coffee is made. My morning habits are very simple. I wake up, I hydrate, I take a coffee, and then I get changed and I get out. Now I'm gonna do a break session. It's gonna be basically an hour 30 minutes on the bike with 4 times 10 minutes tempo, which is race pace for an Ironman, followed by 30 minutes running. And in this 30 minutes, I'm gonna run for 20 minutes at race pace. I believe this, but you can see it. Yeah. Game time. Look at this. It's not your random training place, right? Nah. So Garmin computer gives me all the data here. You can have a look. We just have to click on the road, boom, and then we have everything about the ascent, the speed, the power, time of day, everything. And heart rate is a very important thing to monitor, especially with this heat. Your heart rate is going to go very high for nothing, so make sure to hydrate. That's why I have my bottles here behind me. Because it's going to be a short session, an hour 30, I don't need much electrolytes or carbohydrates, so I just got my 2 gels. As you saw this morning, I was preparing my stuff and they're here in my pocket by pocket, so very easy for me to fuel. I'm going to take my first gel after 45 minutes and the second one before the run with an extra something to boost me for this run. 45 minutes in, taking my first gel. So Morton, it's a very, very good brand. To be fair, when it comes to gel and nutrition, they have a patented formulation, which is called hydrogel. The way it's absorbed into your guts is going to provide you to have any gastrointestinal distress. So you're not going to feel bloated, you're not going to feel horrible while fueling. This is the only brand that I can generally take without having this disruption in my guts. Also, they use glucose and fructose, so you can absorb more carbohydrates because it uses 2 different metabolic pathways. So yeah, that's just like the best gel I've ever had. Let's go. Transition, baby. That's done. Now transitioning into the running shoes, but first I feel very low in energy, carbohydrates and caffeine, so I think I'm gonna take my little shot. Okay, now I'm ready to run. Not trying to go fast, just trying to be efficient. Have light strides. That's the reason I took the Vomero Premium. They're very nice for like feeling less impact on the joints. So now my goal is not to get injured from the start of my prep. So that's one of the reasons I'm using the Vomero Premium. It's the fact that I'm not a professional triathlete and I'm okay with it. That's one of the reasons I'm not trying to do very fast transitions, because I'm not trying to play into gaining in 1 minute or a few seconds. When you're a professional in a very high level, obviously you need to get everything on point. But when you're just an amateur, you also need to keep in mind that pleasure is always number one. And for me, being in a session out there where the goal is not to try and race and simulate, I'm just at the beginning of my prep to Ironman Oman, and I want to enjoy as much as possible. The fans are over there. So, just finished the bike, very efficient, straight to the point, 4 times 10 minutes. Now, going into the run, I just want to feel the sensations on my legs, see how I feel, if I can maintain a race pace. To be honest, I pushed a little bit the last 2 sets and it felt pretty good. I was powerful on the bike, but again, I'm early stage into the prep, so I'm not trying to push too hard. The volume is going to increase every week. I have a coach now, so I'm going to try to be very disciplined in that way, because I have a tendency of trying always to push more than I should. Draw me closer. Okay, 35 minutes in the box, averaged 4:15 race pace, very comfortable heart rate. I was still in zone 2, so very happy with the session. So now heading to breakfast, and again it's very early in my preparation, so you don't want to put directly too much volume. As I said, from this Saturday I'm gonna start doing 3 to 4 hours ride in one shot, so that's gonna be mental, and I can't wait to get there. But again, you need to respect every session is meant for something. Easy sessions are meant to be easy, hard sessions are meant to be hard, and today was just a good session. It wasn't easy, it wasn't hard, it was just a good session. And after this, again, we're gonna go to the pool for a recovery session just to get back into it. I think now it's time to get to breakfast. I'm starving, a coffee and some proteins, so follow me, I'll show you my favorite type of breakfast at Mavia.
We have sourdough bread, we have avocado, and I think that's going to be very good to refuel this morning session and prepare for the next one, which is going to happen in 2 hours. And now either I have my second one now, it's 10:30, or I wait after the swim.
Impressive facility. It's huge. I think they have 3 pools here. So pool A, pool B, and pool C. Pool A being the main pool, and this is where I'm gonna swim today.
Can you look at this beauty behind me? As an ex-swimmer, it's like paradise for me. So I really love this pool. So beautiful, yeah. Today's session is more like a recovery session. To be totally honest, I've been avoiding the pools and swimming for almost 9 months. Since my last Ironman, I've been focusing more on running and hybrid training, and I didn't swim that much. Yesterday was my first proper comeback session, and it was such a tough session. It humbled me a lot. It was very hard, and I'm excited to be back. So it's very important to understand in swimming, you need to rotate your shoulders, okay? So this is the only way you're gonna be able to have a very long reach in which you're gonna have to take the water and have a better catch. This is the catch, and the catch comes from shoulder rotation. A lot of beginners, they stop here, they're not catching any water, and that's why they're not moving in the water. So you always need to have this very good rotation, and it comes with mobility. And then when I feel like ready, I warm up the muscles as well. So always have my band with me. So again, we work on some mobility here. Swimming is the perfect balance between strength, flexibility, mobility. So you develop a lot of physical skills, and it's a very technical sport compared to running or cycling, where volume is more important. Swimming is going to be more about technique, and try to swim with intention. Don't try just to get mileage done. It's not like a run. You're not going to get better at swimming just by swimming without trying to understand your weaknesses. So the best way would be to have a coach. If not, try to have a friend who's very good in swimming, who can tell you what to focus on. And if you never ever swum in your life, get a coach. Get a coach, get into swimming, don't be scared. This sport is amazing, it's gonna add so much more value into your life, and you're gonna become a better athlete overall. Anyway, I think I'm warmed up, especially with all my talking, so we can get into the water. Alright, so now warm-up is over, so we're gonna get started with the main set. It's gonna be an 8-time 100 meters at 1:30 per 100 meter average with the pull buoy. I love using the pull buoy in Ironman prep on the swim because it reminds me that the most important thing on an Ironman in the prep on the swim is going to be the upper body. I'm not relying too much on my kicks, and as an ex-swimmer, sprinter swimmer, I used to rely a lot on my kicks. So now I'm trying to really focus on a very strong upper body on the swim to be able then to preserve my legs on the cycling and on the run. So let's get started with this main set. It's going to be 2 times 8 times 100 meters. So proper set of 1.6 kilometer.
Session done. We are done for the day, finally. It was good, but it was hard. I feel like my shoulders are one tone. It's so heavy. My God, that's the thing with swimming is if you don't swim for a long time and you get back to it, even if you're at your peak fitness level and you're going to the gym, and whenever you go back to a pool, you just feel humbled again. It's like it's not the same muscles. Like you cannot replicate the movement in the water outside in any kind of condition. So whenever I go back into swimming after a long time, this is how I feel. But again, really happy to be back. At the end of the day, the most important thing for me now is to get into a routine and to feel my confidence getting back. And yeah, obviously I'm pretty sure it's going to be a very, very interesting season. In terms of data, you know, when you run, you have always your watch. Same for cycling, you have your Garmin computer. But then for swimming, as you can see, I don't have anything within me because I've been swimming for like 15 years, competitive level, and I never really had any like watch or device to tell me my heart rate. So the way we do it in swimming is this compass right there. So this is for any swimmer out there. For us, this is everything, right? And the second thing is to check my heart rate. So every 10 seconds, I check my heart rate, and then this is my reference to tell me if I'm in the right zone or not. So now I'm gonna head back home, take a shower, focus on my recovery, getting some work done as well. So this is an example of a normal day for me where training takes a big part of my day. And then after this, obviously, I still have a lot of work and focus on my recovery to be able to be productive the next day. So that's it. Let's go back home and I'll see you around. Okay, so we're done for the day. 3 trainings in the box. My stats look pretty good. My strain on Whoop shows me 17, which is a pretty high strain. So again, very important for me now to recover, to be able to sustain this rhythm and put some more volume every week. Obviously, I'm not doing it on my own anymore. I have a coach. So everything will be very monitored and it's not going to be just a blinded training. So yeah, I feel great after this session, to be fair. Swimming felt very good, more like a recovery session, coming back into my sport, and I focused on nutrition a lot. So I had a very good meal just before, and now it's 4:16 p.m. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna get some work done, because obviously to sustain this life is not going to be only about training. I have a lot of things to do. Part of what I do is basically working for brands and with brands. So I have to work on some sponsorship deals and creating content, as I'm doing right now. So yeah, it has been a very exciting journey for me. Very different kind of lifestyle from when I was a pharmacist and had a full-time job where it was kind of very routine. So you wake up in the morning, you go around 9 a.m. and you finish around 6 p.m. and then every day looks kind of alike. My life today is very different and I'm very happy, even though it comes with a lot of struggles sometimes. But these struggles are mine and that's my choice. And that's also one of the reasons I'm doing this is really a passion for me. I'm really happy. I love training. I love sharing my journey with you guys. And yeah, I think the video is not over because tomorrow we're gonna see each other again. So I'm gonna show you my training and obviously just to give you a real thought about this type of days. Like, I'm not trying to show you me doing this and that and faking it, if you see what I mean. So sometimes I wake up in the morning, I just don't want to go. Like this morning, it was very tough for me to get going, and obviously the shooting part makes it more exciting for me. But sometimes it's the boring days, right? It's not like every day you don't need every day to look special. You just need to show up every day, no matter how you feel, because this is just the consistency and the discipline that will get you to this amazing goal It's not really anything about being fancy or looking a certain way or feeling a certain way. We're all humans. We have highs and downs, and sometimes it's hard for me. Sometimes I want to give up. I just don't feel like it. But I always try to turn things around, take lessons from my downs, and obviously trying to get also a very good environment. So today was a solo trainings, but tomorrow I'm gonna train with some amazing friends, and you're gonna see like such a different energy when I'm surrounded by these guys. I'm more motivated and everything. So it's all about balancing these things. You don't need to be always training alone or always training with people, but you need to find what works for you. For me, it's a mix of both. Sometimes I need to lock in, and sometimes I need to share this with some like-minded people, like-minded athletes, and they push me to my limits and to my best self. So hope you like it, and tomorrow's gonna be amazing. So now I'm gonna get some work done, and I'll see you tomorrow.